The descent was chaotic. Lights flashed wildly, and alarms blared as Drop Pod 2 spiraled through the atmosphere of Xylos. Inside, 5 soldiers clung to their seats, their faces a mixture of determination and dread. Commander Elara Brenner gripped the control panel, her knuckles white as she fought to stabilize the pod. "Hang on! I'm leveling it out!" she yelled over the deafening roar. Beside her, Corporal Amir Patel and Private Lina Zhao worked frantically to confirm their deployment coordinates. "We're coming in too fast," Amir shouted, eyes darting between the readouts. "If we don't slow down, we'll crash." "We'll have to take the risk," Elara replied, her voice steady despite the chaos. "Brace for impact." The thrusters roared to life, but they were too late. The pod collided with the alien terrain, sending violent tremors through the structure. The impact was merciless, a violent jolt that slammed bodies against frames and threw equipment into disarray. A bright flash filled the interior as metal screamed against stone. Then darkness enveloped them. Groaning, Elara blinked back consciousness. The sound of hissing air filters a constant reminder of their dire situation. "Report!" she shouted, pushing herself upright. The interior was a wreck, smoke curling through the air, and the emergency lights cast eerie shadows on the walls. "Status check," Amir croaked, rubbing his head as he regained his bearings. "Private Zhao?" Elara surveyed the pod. I'm here," Lina replied, shaking debris from her hair. "Sergeant Moore and Corporal Tariq are unconscious." Elara's heart sank. "We need to get them out." They unbuckled themselves and quickly worked to extract their comrades. However, as they rolled the 2 men out of their restraints, it became painfully clear they were not just unconscious. Tariq lay still, blood pooling beneath him. Moore stirred slightly, groaning in agony. "Damn it, we need to hurry!" Amir pulled the unconscious sergeant out, dragging him towards the exit. Elara and Lina followed, adrenaline pumping through their veins. Stepping out, they stumbled into the harsh light of a foreign landscape, the air thick and alien. Dark spires loomed in the distance, and a low, unsettling hum filled the air. Elara turned, scanning the area, when a jarring sound pierced through the haze. A chorus of growls erupted from the shadows, followed by a twisted form darting towards them. "Move!" Elara shouted, grabbing Moore by the shoulder and forcing him back into the pod as Lina covered their retreat. But it was too late. The alien creature, grotesque and sinewy, lunged at Lina, jaws snapping. She let out a terrified scream as it knocked her to the ground, claws raking across her combat suit. "Lina!" Elara cried, spinning around. She, Amir and Moore unleashed a flurry of gunfire, the crack of laser blasts echoing against the alien terrain. In the chaos, Lina's screams turned to gurgles, and Elara's heart plummeted as she saw her fall beneath the weight of the creature. The pulsing glow of the alien's skin filled her vision, mingled with Lina's lifeblood soaking into the alien soil. "Keep firing! Focus on that thing!" Elara roared, forcing herself to act. They brought the creature down, but the victory felt hollow. Tariq was dead, Lina was gone, and in the distance, shadows moved, more creatures drawn by the commotion. "Moore won't make it much longer," Amir shouted, panic rising in his voice. "We need to get him back inside." Elara shot another wild burst at the encroaching aliens, but they were closing in, more were coming. "We can't," she yelled back. "We don't have time. We have to find a safer location. Follow me." Amir grabbed Moore's arm, and Elara took the lead, forging a path through the debris and remnants of the pod. The guttural growls echoed behind them, looming threats that fueled their desperation. They moved quickly, heart pounding in their ears. But as they reached a nearby outcrop, Elara paused. The creatures were upon them. She turned, weapon raised, but her heart sank as she witnessed the horrifying sight: more aliens, their grotesque forms surrounding them, closing in from all sides. "We're not going to make it," Amir shouted, eyes frantically searching for another path. "Stay together. We can fight our way through," Elara said, determination surging within her, but deep down, doubt began to cloud her thoughts. Then it happened. One of the creatures lunged for Moore, snapping its jaws around his outstretched arm. Elara's scream joined Moore's agonized cry as he was dragged away, the remnants of Drop Pod 2 echoing with the cries of death over the alien landscape. Desperation surged within Elara as she raised her weapon to fire, but the creature's numbers were overwhelming. Amir faltered next to her, and she grabbed him, desperation clawing at her insides. "We have to run," Elara urged, her voice strained. They bolted into the craggy terrain, but the howls of the aliens echoed behind them, a grim chorus amidst the shadows. It was a futile escape, driven by the hope that something, anything, could save them from their impending doom. As the creatures closed in, one final scream echoed through Xylos, swallowed by the howling winds of a world ever hungry for death. The fate of Drop Pod 2 was sealed lost amidst the unforgiving terrain, their names whispered only in the silence of the stars above.